BC organizations call on the province to end pet bans on rentals. A bad idea?
Own your life.
Imagine spending hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars buying a rental property, taking all the risk, paying the mortgage, paying the property taxes, paying the strata fees, paying the insurance. Then the government tells you you might lose the right to decide whether pets are allowed on your property. This debate is heating up right now in British Columbia. Several organizations are pushing the province to ban pet clauses in rentals. Advocacy groups argue renters should not have to choose between housing and keeping their furry family members. Some groups say housing restrictions have forced more than 12,000 animals into BC SPCA care since 2014. Organizations were successful in pushing for the ban on rentals, so don't think removing the ban on pets isn't possible. Our government already gives too much power to tenants, so why not a little bit more? As someone who's owned a lot of rental property in his time, I strongly disagree with this. Now, before people attack me in the comments, I love animals, probably more than the average person. But this is not about hating pets. This is about property rights, risk, responsibility, and unintended consequences. Stick around until the end because I'm going to tell you the story of how one small, adorable puppy absolutely destroyed one of my condos and why that experience changed my opinion forever. Section 1, what's happening? Groups including the BC SPCA and First United are asking BC to change rental rules around pets. One proposal under discussion would limit blanket bans on pets in larger rental buildings. The argument? Pets are family. People should not have to surrender animals to find housing. Advocates say restrictive pet policies contribute to homelessness, housing instability, and animal surrenders. Some research groups point out that existing pet deposits often cover damage claims. They argue landlords already have protections. And honestly, I guess I understand their position. I really do. But here's where I think policymakers are getting this wrong. Section 2. Landlords take the risk. People forget something. Rental property owners take enormous financial risk. Mortgage, interest rates, vacancies, repairs, insurance, unexpected maintenance, property taxes, tenant issues, tribunals, legal expenses. One bad tenant can wipe out a year's worth of profit, and unfortunately, pets can sometimes make that risk dramatically worse. Not always. Some pet owners are phenomenal, better than some tenants without pets. But when it goes wrong, it can go really wrong. And I learned that lesson the hard way. Section 3. My personal story. Years ago, I owned a beautiful pre-sale condo, brand new. Everything was pristine. New flooring, new cabinets, new paint, brand new finishes. I rented it to a woman and her son. Everything seemed fine. Nice people. Everything looked good. And then something happened. They got a dog without permission, and slowly things got worse and worse and worse. The dog used the condo like its own personal bathroom. I'm not exaggerating when I say you could smell it from the elevator. The urine damage was unbelievable. The flooring literally buckled. The hardwood warped like ocean waves. The smell got into everything. Drywall, cupboards, cabinets, flooring. Scratches were everywhere. Damage so extensive we had to tear things apart, redo the entire floor, replace drywall, repair cabinetry, replace trim. Even the ceiling somehow got damaged. I still don't understand that one. Definitely not blaming the dog for that. And before someone says, just use the pet deposit, The pet deposit was 50%. That's it. That covered a tiny fraction of the $20,000 repair. BC currently allows landowners to collect pet deposits of up to half a month's rent. Like I said, that repair bill, not remotely close. Section 4, busting the belief. Let's bust a few myths. Myth number 1. Pets don't damage rentals. Some don't. Some absolutely do. Myth number 2. Landlords are greedy. No, most landlords are simply trying to protect an asset that they worked incredibly hard to buy. Myth number 3. If landlords can say no to pets, they're anti-animal. Not true. I love animals. But loving animals doesn't mean ignoring the risk. Because here's the reality. When governments increase landlord risk, landlords adjust. They increase rents. They become more selective or exit the market completely. And guess what happens then? Rental supply gets worse, not better. Section 5, the unintended consequence. This is where policymakers need to be careful. BC already has a housing crisis. Now imagine forcing small landlords to absorb more risk. Some will sell. Some won't rent suites anymore. Some will raise prices, and fewer rentals will be available, usually meaning higher prices, not lower. Ironically, the very policy intended to help renters could make renting even harder. Section 6, the compromise. Now here's where I think balance matters. Large institutional landlords, massive rental corporations, maybe there is room for a different conversation. But mom and pop landlords, people renting a basement suite, people with one condo as their retirement planning, I think those homeowners deserve the ability to decide. Because ownership matters, risk matters, property rights matter, and choice matters. Tenants should have a choice, landlords should too. Section 7, the big question. Here's my question. If someone invests their life savings, takes all the risk, pays for all the repairs, carries the mortgage, should the government decide how much risk they're allowed to take? Or should owners still get to make that decision? I know this one could be a little controversial, but good. Sometimes controversial conversations matter. So what do you think? Should BC ban pet restrictions, or should landlords keep the right to decide? Drop your opinion below. And please keep it respectful, because there are good arguments on both sides. If you own rental property, thinking about becoming a landlord or investing in BC real estate, follow me, because these policy changes matter. They affect housing, investing, and your bottom line. And if you're serious about building wealth through real estate, grab my book, Rockstar Real Estate Investing, on Amazon. Until next time, protect your investment, know your risks, and think long term. If you like this video, you'll probably like this one too. I'm Jesse Johnson. Have a nice day.
Own your life.